I think there's nothing better but just being on a ridge and feeling a bit like a mountain goat, a little animal, and looking for your line. That's when I feel the most of that adventure feeling that we're all seeking for. If you climb a steep line, quite often an ice axe or crampons not only will make it safer for you to get up there, but they will also save you a ton of energy. Ice axes are not only for snow, they work amazingly well in grass patches like this. If not, you can also use them on rocks, like dry tooling technique. Of course, your boots are going to be really important. If you have a Vibram sole, a sole that is made for going on ice and on rocks, that's going to be a game changer. Put them into your toolkit, play a bit with them, tune them up, and it's going to open so many possibilities. Sometimes when the rocks are getting a bit of sun, it's not crazy to take off your gloves for a little bit and go through the technical passage. One thing that I like to do when it's a bit technical is I try to think to always have 3 points on the ground. So maybe sometimes I'll use my board a bit as an anchor, maybe an ice axe, maybe just my hands on the rocks, but I move slowly to only move one anchor point at a time, so one hand or one foot at a time. And when in doubt, it's always better to use a little bit of a piece of rope to secure yourself, you know. It will take an extra 5 minutes, but it's better to not do any mistake. Go home and celebrate with your mates. If there is deep out and you're lucky enough to be a snowboarder, this bad boy holding your board by the end of the binding can be such a cool tool to just drag yourself up. So what I do normally is that I bang my board like this in the snow. That saves a ton of energy for boot packing. Sometimes you're going either on a ridge or on a traverse or anything, and there are a few rocks. And normally with the rocks, your board will be holding a little bit. But then if you get on a really flat, rocky surface, all of a sudden, you don't have anything to hold on, neither with your hands or with your feet. So here is a little trick. Usually when I'm on a ridge, if I see an animal track, I like to follow it, because usually those guys know where they put their feet. So either for snow slab or cornices or even rocky ridges, these guys, it's their terrain, it's their home, and they know it. If you have to be under the cornice, try to be as quick as possible, and as much as you can, try to hike or tour in protected areas.